Okay, so here we have another question. Once again, looking at our Newman's prompts, we're going to read the question. And what I'm going to do is underline the key words in the question. Okay, so tablecloth is to cover a circular table. Okay, that has a diameter of 1.9 metres. What area of cloth is needed if the tablecloth is to hang 15 centimetres over the edge of the table? Okay, correct the nearest centimetre squared. Okay, so there is our important keywords. What is the question asking us to do? The question is asking us to find the area of the tablecloth that is needed to cover the circular table with an extra 15 centimetres around the edge of the table. Alright, and it's correct to the nearest centimetre squared. Okay, so we need to use, we're looking at area here. Okay. So what could you do to get the answer? Alright, so what information have we been given? We've been given the diameter of 1.9 metres. We know that we need to find area. Okay. And we have got this extra 15 centimetres over the edge of the table. Okay. So, using your toolbox, I think what I might do first is draw a diagram, and that will help me understand exactly what it is that I'm. So here we have our table with its diameter of 1.9 metres. Okay. We've also got this cloth, this extra 15 centimetres over the edge of the table as well. And that's not just one side, that's both sides. Okay, so this is 15 centimetres in here. Okay, both sides. Okay. The first step, before we tackle anything else, we need to think about what measurements we have here. We've got centimetres, metres and centimetres. Now, what does the question want us to do? It actually wants us to find it to the nearest centimetre squared. So the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything else is change this into centimetres. Now 1.9 metres, okay, what we need to do to that is we need to multiply it by 100, because for every metre there is 100 centimetres. We get 190 centimetres. Okay. Now that we've done that, I'm going to rearrange this as well, just so we know, so we can read off our diagram. 190 centimetres. Now, the next step that we need to do before we do anything else is find out exactly how long this whole distance is, because this is the whole distance of the diameter of the whole tablecloth. Not just the table, we need the whole tablecloth. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to add 190 plus 15 plus 15, because that is this plus this plus this. Okay? It's adding all three of them together. What we end up with is 220 centimetres as the diameter of the tablecloth that we need. Okay? Now, what I'm going to use now from the toolbox is something that I've seen before. Okay? Area. We've got a circle here. We need to find area. We have been looking at area of a circle. We know that there is a formula that we need to do that. What I want you to do now, if you don't know the formula for area of a circle, I want you to go to your books and I want you to find that for me. And I want you to make sure you copy it down and you know what it is it's asking of you. Okay. So, to find the area of a circle, we times pi with our radius squared. Now, I know what you're thinking. Here we've got a diameter, but here we need our radius. Okay? Here is our diameter so far for the total tablecloth. But what we need to do, we know that the radius is only half the diameter. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide this by 2 first. equals 110 centimetres. And now we can substitute this in to our equation. We can, because that is our radius. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and do that if you can. Okay, what's the next step to the solution? So the next step is to substitute it in times 110 squared. Okay, I like to do a little bracket around that just to make sure that it only squares that number, that radius. Okay, go ahead and calculate that for me. And what we come up with is 345.57 centimetres squared. Now we need to round to the nearest centimetre squared. Okay, and we are talking about this number here. Okay, so is this whole number, looking at it, closer to 346 or 345? Well, we know that 0.5 is half. We've got 0.57, so it's a little bit over half. So this means this must change to 346 centimetres squared. Have we answered the question? Can you write the solution? You should be able to now write the solution, and make sure that you write it in words. This is not the answer here. Because our question was in words, we are going to write our answer in words. So the area of tablecloth needed is 346 centimetres squared. Well done.